Can't tears?
It's really sad when you forget to turn the microphone on at the last second.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everybody. Here, as you saw there, it is minus 11 Celsius. Darn cold here.
Scarf.
And so,
headband.
Oh, and we've already got Marna tracking herself. So here we go. The star of the show being followed by the AI camera.
I hate that. We were just saying that we can't believe that Winterfest is next weekend. Darren was saying that this was our final
live preview update.
Yeah, and when we started talking about this, when it was actually Darren's idea, he said, "You know what you could do," and he's ended up doing most of it. I seriously, this is Darren's show. God love him. He's got some technical stuff to mention this morning to talk about. But what I started to say is next weekend we are good. I did get more of the website repaired from the storm before. That it took some time, and I'm going to be honest with you.
And some bitching.
Yeah, because I had to walk away. It makes me so mad to have to redo things. But the DIY videos are back up. What else do we have back up? Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit is back up, and you should find everything you're looking for. If you have any problems, let us know. Hi, Donna. How are you? Yes, we want company.
No, I think she's talking about Yetta down in South Africa.
Yeah, she is. Absolutely.
Nobody wants to come here.
We yesterday we packed hay in with our animals so that they wouldn't be so cold. And the truth is, they're fine. It's me. I don't sleep when it's this cold, but we're all set up. You wanted to talk about the new page.
I assume you're talking about the live or the upload?
The new page that you just put up on
she's talking about
loving or smartdoll.com.
Yeah, just for those who still have files to submit videos and photos. And let me tell you, there's a lot of you. I expect more. Don't let me down. Seriously, there's if you go to the Loving My Smart Doll website, you'll see there the links there that come up after you sign in, and there's one in there about uploading and submitting videos and photos to us, and the basically email to me. And I also installed a simple little web page uploader that has a link there to it where you can submit one file at a time, but it'll take huge files. In fact, Dory from Dory's Dollies used it last night to send me a 1.2 gigabyte video. So it's up and running and ready and that's up there on the website, Loving My Smart Doll, down at the bottom. So
yeah, new page there.
That's the new page there. Yep.
Yeah. And so far, you have a real good chance. I mean, real good chance to win the contest. Not very many people have submitted their
Hi, Holly.
Photos and videos yet. So jump on that. I mean, you've got a really good chance to win those. Hi, Holly. Hi, Missy. How are you? Nice to see you all. Each one of you. Thank you for taking the time. Darren's setting up Missy as a moderator. God love Missy. I have to tell on her. She is the nicest person. Missy, I know from Blythe Dolls, and Darren and I didn't go to BlytheCon last year. We were going to. We were signed up and everything, and we just decided, not to go. There were some few reasons. And we had asked, would somebody pick up our goodie bags, and Missy did that. God love her, and she mailed it to us and
went to a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very nice. So we're glad to see Missy this morning and everyone. We always appreciate it when you join in. On that, and that wasn't a segue. It just reminded me. On our YouTube channel, on the 21st of the next 3 months, we have, not January, January, February, and March, we have events that we'd like to invite you to join us on. And this month is, I think we're going to call it From My Collection and kind of do this once in a while where I show a doll, a type of doll, maybe one that I don't normally show on my channel, um, and highlight them. And then anybody can join in. And this month we're going to do Shiba Juku because I've noticed in the doll channel, on the doll channels that I watch and you watch, that a lot of us have gotten the new Shiba Jukus and also have the first wave or first, second wave. I can't keep up. I can't. There's too many doll types. There's too many waves. There's two. But anyway, on the 21st at 10 a.m., if you want to also submit a video on Shiba Juku, let's call it From My Collection. And then on the 21st of February, we have the Fantasy Me, which makes me laugh. Everybody has Mini Me, and the Fantasy Me is a doll that you wish you look like. That maybe it has a different color hair or the same color hair or it's built like them. Whatever. Fantasy Me. And then on March 21st.
21 and bulletproof?
Yeah. 21 years old, bulletproof, and what?
6 foot tall and bulletproof.
Yeah. So
I am 6 foot, so that's not a problem. But the bulletproof.
The bulletproof, yeah.
Not so bulletproof anymore.
Yeah.
Don't bounce like I used to.
Oh, that's another thing. And then on the 21st of March, we're going to have the Pastel Princess, and that is a group of us, a large group, in fact. It's really cool.
And still time to join in.
Oh, yes. On all of these. That's why I'm bringing it up. The Pastel Princess, in the past, we have done, let's see, the fairies, not fairies. I can't think.
You're going to ask me, and my mind's going to draw
Mine
blank.
is too. We've done this before where Darren and I have bought like 6 or 8 Blythe dolls, mailed them out to subscribers on our channel. And then we've done a face up and dressed them like, what are the other ones? It is fairy. I think we did, yeah, because they had the wings. We did the fairy and we've done like 3 or 4 of these. Anyway, this time we have done light pink haired Blythe dolls, and they're going to be pastel princesses. And while we're talking about Blythe, I want to show this little girl. She's sitting here because
she needs sleeves. She's making me cold.
This poor doll. She's been standing on my counter. My dolls have they're in line waiting for their video, waiting for their new clothes. And she's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. She was supposed to get a Christmas dress. Actually, I think she's supposed to get a Thanksgiving dress. And then she got pushed back and pushed back. So she's going to get a dress soon. But what I started to say is Tammy Polly from Peacecraft Dolls with Tammy Polly, and Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, and what is their other channel? Oh, why can't I think of it right now? Tapping Flamingo, yeah. They're coming to talk about they're coming to Winterfest as guest speakers to talk about their Blythe event that they hold every summer. I think this is their 4th year coming. And on that, during that event, Darren and I have asked you if you would please, hi Talia, if you would please send pictures of Blythe or Blythe with your smart dolls to show during that segment. Hi Dory. Hi Sarah. Thank you guys for joining us, really. Sure do appreciate it. We're making some moderators. We're going to need those at Winterfest too.
Yeah.
A
couple of people have commented on the backgrounds. As I had said last week, I had this first shelf here over here, I had it cut out and assembled, but not any further than that. I've got all 3 done now, and the last coat of paint went on last night. And the table got painted, which you can't see in this shot right now. And the shelves are painted, but they're not installed yet. But there'll be shelves all along here. And
so, how many foot footage wise. How from where? So you've got eight plus
Are
four.
you counting
correct?
the top two?
Oh yeah, the top.
Top of the shelves. With the top of the shelves, there are basically 5 levels is what we've planned on, although we can add more if we need to. And there is, there's 22 feet linear of shelf space. So 22 times 5, 110.
Very
110
cool.
feet of shelf space.
My trolls might fit.
Yeah, that's it. I have to build a whole new studio per doll type if she starts putting them all out.
No.
But we're just going to rotate them. That's what the storage in
Yeah,
back
that's
behind
what we're
them.
planning.
There's more storage space than that behind, and that's where we'll have some inventory and so on and so forth. So
He's putting up shelves. If you haven't heard this before, behind these shelves, there's going to be shelves put in so that storage tubs can stack up but not be on top of one another. There'll be 2x4s between them. And so how many will that hold? I mean, we're going to the ceiling. So, and then of course we have the cabinet underneath, which will store some of my dolls also. He's finally getting some of the dolls out of the house.
there'll be room for about 120 tubs or so of the large 18
Let's
quart tubs.
see, I think.
Which is about half of what's in my bedroom. so,
It's true.
so it's small exaggeration, but not a very big one.
I was going to say that's about what my trolls are. I have a very large troll collection. Troll doll, the old 1960s. Hate when it does that.
Just do
Put
it.
your hand
Do
out.
it. Do it. Just do an L shape here, and then it'll back out. I need to turn that off. The last 2 weeks have been, for me, has been the physical stuff, getting the shelving together. Started 2 weeks ago, basically, for that, when we went just the day before the storm to pick up materials. Now that this is basically done, this week is all about behind the computer. So I'm looking to forward to a few days of sitting on my behind and being behind the computer instead of behind the paintbrush.
Still working on.
But so I can get
Winterfest.
basically work on content now, and website, and the actual live system is 90%, 95% done. We could live with it right the way it is. I have one bug and one feature that I really wanted to take care of, but we're in pretty good shape there.
Yeah.
And in fact, later after this at 11 o'clock, so an hour after this one started, in 43 minutes or so, or 47 minutes basically, we're going to be hopping over, same set. Everything will be the same, except instead of being here on YouTube, we're going to be on our site. And
For ticket holders.
For anybody, for this one, for the next few days, it's open, wide open. Anybody can join. You have to go to lovingmysmartdoll.com, create an account, and sign in. And when you do that, there on the right-hand side, there's a menu called Navigation. At the bottom of that will be Winterfest 2025 Live.
You have to be signed in.
We have to be signed in and activated, and all. You don't. When you create an account, you only have to put in your name and I think your country, and that's it. You can put in more and an email address. Now, none of that information is shared publicly. That's only for the system to register you. Hi, Beth. Welcome from
Hi, Beth.
I hope you're warmer than we are today. So if you can go there, 2 reasons. One, mostly so you can kind of take a look at it. If you've got any suggestions on things, or questions, now's a good time to work that out. Make sure we've run tests with a number of people, and so far we've had good luck. It's always worked out to people who've gotten on in the middle of the night and said, I can't see anything. It's like, well, because the lights are off and the camera just shows black. But everything seems to be working. But it'd be nice, especially if you're a ticket holder. But even if you're not, you can come on, and we'll be chatting there as well, and the video feed there as well, and you can see it and verify. Help me test that it'll handle more than a half a dozen people at one time. So please, if you get a chance, go to Loving My Smart Doll after this. Sign up for an account. It's free. There's no big deal. It's really simple. You basically type in your name and your email, and then you have to verify your email address, and then come back and hop onto the live system. And it's open right now. You can go to it right this second, and they can see this exact same feed there. Different chat system, but same video feed.
And we are still selling tickets. I cannot guarantee that you will get your goodie box in the mail, but we are still selling tickets. You still can join in. You won't get your craft stuff or your sewing item. I mean, you'll get them. You will get them in the mail, but I can't guarantee you will get them before the event. However,
there's plenty of contests you can enter without any material. So you've got the custom.
Yep.
You can do customs. That doesn't require any, and the crochet and knitting contests.
Yeah, you can stay, and the prizes are $25.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to put that back in your PayPal account. Let you in on a secret. Everybody asks me, how many Smart Dolls do you have? I hate when people ask me, how many dolls or how many of a certain doll do you have? And I'll tell you why. It's a judgmental question. And the person...
Not always.
No, I started to say that. They might just be curious, but once they hear the number, it's like, wow, you waste a lot of money, or wow, you must be rich, or well, you hardly have any, or what, whatever. I freeze on that question, because Darren and I we met because we had sled dogs, and people would ask us all the time, how many dogs do you have? Talk about judgmental.
Yeah.
And ours slept in the bed with us. But anyway, I'm going to have all of my Smart Dolls out here. And we're going to give you
for
a
Winterfest,
shot.
not in an hour.
Yeah, Winterfest. No, not in an hour. And if you want to, you can count them. Now, I will have some other 1/3 dolls out here also. But if you want to count my Smart Dolls, this is your opportunity. And you might be saying, oh my God, they waste a lot of money.
I don't mind spoiling you. So people, we go to events and people ask, do you like the dolls? Are you into dolls? And to me, I have some dolls that I do like. It's amazing. Yeah. Some of the Monster Highs, the really like the Cleopatra and stuff. I just like the outfits and not the outfits, but the art, the eccentric unusualness, I guess. And I can appreciate a well-built doll, but it's not my thing. If it wasn't for Marna, I wouldn't own a single doll. It's just the truth. I wouldn't.
Well, you don't own a single.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I've never bought one for myself, so I don't. But anyway.
No, in a divorce situation, you get zero.
Yeah. But I love her, and I enjoy the opportunity to participate in hobbies. We try and do everything together to one degree or another, and certainly this is my fun. And this is, of course, the building the sets, the video, the website, and all that. We've got our minds are going a million mile an hour while we're doing this. We can barely get done with the things we've got planned for this coming weekend, and we're already starting the list of what we want to do next. So now you know where. Next year, this summer, whatever it may be. We
are planning a Winterfest 2026, and we will Sunday evening.
We'll see if enough people liked it or not.
God will, if y'all like it. God willing, the creek don't rise, I should say.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you the theme and everything on a week from tomorrow. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions or suggestions or anything about Winterfest, or just in general? I mean, just doll talk.
I want to implore you again right now. Collect your Smart Doll photos or 1/3 BJD photos and send them in. We have lots of time to fill, and they'll be shown. You don't just send me the photos, and I'll put in your social media, YouTube tag or whatever it is you tell me. But we have a lot of time to fill. We want to try and have some of the dead air before and after with some slideshows and video. And this is a great opportunity for you to get your name out there, and great opportunity for you to be a part of this and help us to make it more interesting for everybody. So send those photos in.
This is a group. What do you call it? Group event. We've had, our guest speakers are volunteers, and I am thrilled, just thrilled that they have said yes, and they're planning it, and we've gotten their videos. And what we plan is about a 10-minute-ish video, and then they'll be here. They'll be on the panel for questions, and they'll be talking to you. So how many do you?
She said, we all get that. Yeah, absolutely. It's not unique to
No,
Marna.
it's not. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You do not need to use a green background, Talia. You can what she's saying. I think what Marna had in the rules for the contest photos specifically is don't put something in there that lets them know who you are, because it's supposed to be blind judging. So don't put your, if you're like, for us, Marna does all her videos in the kitchen.
Hey, Murmur,
so it would be a dead giveaway if she took a photo in the kitchen of her doll for the
unfair advantage or disadvantage. It could go either way.
I don't know what green for crochet. There is no green.
No, anything.
Yeah, no.
Anything at all. Holly, we're just saying unidentified. If you can make your photos as
for the contest.
Yeah, for the contest. So that it's blind judging. We're my big thing on the contest is I want it to be fair across the table.
Yeah.
To everybody have the same advantage. I keep coming back to
not a popularity contest or an unpopular contest, or however you want to
I don't like her, so I wouldn't vote for her.
Right.
I love her.
Judge the work for the work alone.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And Beth asked about the photos. I mentioned it earlier. Email them to me if there's a lot of them. I have a link. If you go to Loving My Smart Doll and sign in, down there where the live chat information is in the private pages are, there's a thing there about submitting photos and videos to me. It just has the email address listed there again. And also it has, I have a photo uploader or a video uploader you can use. It only accepts one file at a time right now. I haven't got time to extend that, but you can submit a huge file. Dory sent off a 1.2 gigabyte file last night. It'll take a big file. So if you've got a lot of photos you want to submit, you can email them to me. My system will handle it. If it's, as long as the email is less than 1 gigabyte in length, my system will accept it. But a lot of email systems won't let you send something that big. If you archive them, you can upload them in our file uploader, or you can upload them one at a time. But you could put a 6 gig collection of photos together and upload it through our photo uploader or the file uploader that's linked there on Loving My Smart Doll.
And you should mention again that you have that new page.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
but you should mention how to get there.
LovingMySmartDoll.com. Sign in as a ticket holder, and you scroll down there at the bottom of navigation. There's a link there that says submitting videos and photos, and that has the details about it. And a few,
Good, Beth. Thank you.
We're going to have I'm thinking about having a contest with who submits the most photos. And there's some front runners right now.
That's a good idea.
And so I'm looking for others to submit a bunch of photos. I don't care if it's the same person's photos, as long as they're different, one right after the other. But if you want your name, whoever you are, your name out there and show off your work, send them on. We have.
And don't forget that Blythe one.
Yeah.
Send one or a couple of your Blythe dolls if you have them, and you don't have to have a 1/3 doll with it. It could be just Blythe.
Hi, Alexandra.
Or both. However you want to do it. And we need those for when Tammy and Terry have their program talk, whatever we want to call that. And I'm really looking forward to that, because I think there are a lot of 1/3 doll owners that also have Blythe, or would maybe they don't know about Blythe, and they need to, because Blythe is way up there. Anything else?
And Missy, this is an opportunity. You say you don't
Yes,
have a
Missy.
1/3. Shame on you. And you know I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. Mara says she does know you're kidding about that. Yeah. I hope so. She says I have a dry humor sometimes. I like to.
He does.
I like to poke
If
people
you
a little bit.
if you don't know him, sometimes you think he's
Yeah.
just being a jerk, and he's not.
If you think I'm being cruel, you're misunderstanding me.
Completely. He's not like that.
I certainly not. But for the Blythe segment, we would love to have Blythe photos and get them in.
Yeah. Hi, Shauna.
Little jumping in there. So it's great to see you all.
We are going to, if there aren't any questions or suggestions that we may or may not take, we're going to close, and then we'll see you all on the, tell them again how to get there.
Yep. If you go to Loving My Smart Doll, you're going to hear that all day here now. LovingMySmartDoll.com. You go in there on the top. If you've never been to any of Marna's sites before, if you have, it's the same username and the same password that you use at Dolls Rescue. Exactly the same.
Or Whimsical Blythe.
But in the top right there, if you can't sign in because you don't have an account with us, with the site, just hit register. It'll ask you for a username, your name. It has other details like address. You don't need to put any of that in there.
That's your business.
We don't need that at all. It will need an email address, and you register. It'll send you an email. Click on the link to verify the email address, which again is not necessary in this case, but that's part of the system, and it was way too much trouble to try and take it out for this. But that once you're registered and signed into to Loving My Smart Doll, you'll see a link there at the bottom of navigation on the right-hand side that says
Winterfest Live.
Winterfest 2025 Live. And if you click on that, it'll take you to the live page. And it'll look a lot like YouTube. Well, not like, but similar concept.
First, they have to click away the name. I do every time. The little box comes up.
Well, you mean after you click on...
Make it go away.
She's saying after you register at Loving My Smart Doll and you click on the Winterfest 2025 Live button,
the information comes up
it takes you to the live site, and this is a completely different set of information. The chat has its own personal information separate from the account at Loving My Smart Doll. It'll be blank, and it's just asking for your social media information. It's asking for your nickname that you want. For example,
whatever name you want.
Dory's Dollies. Or you could just be Dory at Dory's Dollies, or whatever you want. And then you can put in your YouTube channel and other personal information or social media information, and you can put a little bit about you. That's kind of just about your doll collection. It can all be left blank except nickname. You have to be identified somehow. We can't just have blank, messages coming from no one. Yeah. But the name can be anything. And you hit update and in you go. It should be there's just details right there. If you read it, it should be very self-explanatory. If it's not, I want to know. This is a brand new system I wrote just for this, and we want to know, where the sticking points are. Do you have problems with things? Does it not work the way you expect? Did you expect something else? And
it could happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what this is all about, is trying to tweak it a little bit before next weekend. And I hope to use this stuff, not only the background, but the software for the lives and stuff in the future for other events.
We are talking about Thursday nights on YouTube going live at 6 o'clock, just for fun, just to sit around and chat about dolls. Might have a DIY or unboxing or something. But just to get everybody together, just to chat about dolls, which would be a lot of fun.
Best time you could get on a Thursday night.
The PJ contest, if you go look at the rules on the site, we need about a 15-second video, and you'll show your item inside out, and then the button or the snap or the hook and eye, and then on the doll, front and back. And just 15 seconds. I mean, if you did 10 seconds, we're fine with that. Just so everybody can see, the job. And don't be embarrassed. Don't anybody be embarrassed and think, oh, this isn't up to snuff. Everybody makes mistakes. And so what if you're not up to
your well, we are all our worst judges.
Yeah, we are.
I mean,
for sure.
Everybody, Marna and I, both of us, all the time come back to each other. God, I hate this. This is awful. And the other one will be like, "You're kidding me. It's gorgeous. It's great. It's perfect. It's everything." There is always room for improvement.
Well, and
don't let that. We have I have a boss who's never learned this, and he is my senior by quite a few years. And perfect is the enemy of good enough. And perfect can be a great thing.
Hi, Claire.
And it's a great goal, but don't let it stop you from that point of realizing
go on.
It's good.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on perfect, because we all fall short of the glory of God. We are all imperfect, and so is our work. So don't let that
sure.
Eat you alive.
For sure.
Stop you from participating.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let it stop you. And when I make something, when it's the first time I make something, yes, practice, yes, Beth, absolutely. When I make something, I know where every little error is. So when I first look at it, what am I looking at? The errors. So I set it on the counter. Like when I made that dress on Monday in the back, oh, I hated it. And I left it on the counter overnight, which is what I do. Come back down, there it sits, and it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cute. That's okay. But now I like it. I think it's cute on it.
Carrie, we are almost outside. We are in a separate building. I don't know if you caught this from before. We've talked about it in other lives, and so this is basically an insulated garage here.
It's finished.
That's finished garage space, workspace. It used to be a workspace of previous owners. And
the guy worked on cars and trucks. We have garage doors big enough for semi trucks.
Yeah. But it's all insulated. It has a heater up in the corner there that has never worked. And I started tinkering with it this morning, but it was on the low list. I had to get the shelves done, and now I have some time. If we don't get that finished, I'm going to bring in some other heaters or something. But yeah, it is
Here's
warmer.
A secret. This is on our lap.
It is warmer in here than outside. But outside, like I said, is 14 degrees or so.
No, it's 12.
12 degrees
with wind.
Fahrenheit, minus 11 Celsius. And we are, I think, I broke my thermometer in here yesterday, my clock and thermometer.
Well, not because it was cold.
No, I knocked it off the ladder. I had it sitting there. But anyway, it's been hovering in here when I've been working and painting between 35 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So
it's not that today.
Yeah, and it's probably cooler than that. Although there's no ice on the water, on the cat water. So
yeah, that's true.
Lisa's thankful for that. So
yeah, and she's not hanging out in her bed. So
yeah, she's not hunkered down in her warm spot. So
well, we're gonna wrap it up, and we'll see you all at 11 on the lovingmysmartdoll.com. I sure hope you can join us. I can't thank you enough for coming to these lives. It really does mean a lot.
And if the site crashes, I know it'll be disheartening, but that's the kind of information. I'd rather it crash now than in a week. So bring it on. Let's see if we can crash it. And I'll try. If it's comes down, I'll try and get it back up and fixed. But if I don't worry about it. Just knowing that it crashed will give me the opportunity to fix that, and maybe we'll try this again before the Winterfest. But whatever happens, let's give me a hand, please. Thank you.
Bye.